not claiming to have obtained this as of yet. So he says, not that I've already obtained or all of this or have been made perfect, but I press on.
Yes. Come on now.
But I press on to take hold.
Thank you.
I press on to take hold. Now, let me just say this. If you're going to press on, make sure it's for the purpose of taking hold of something. There's some folk pressing on and they don't even know what they're looking for.
Yes, sir.
What good is it to just keep pressing on and you have absolutely no clue as to what you're stretching for? Press on to hold something.
Come on now.
Nothing more frustrating than to just keep just constantly going and going and you have no clue what you're going for. He's saying, Paul is saying, I'm pressing on. I know what I'm striving for. He said it in verse 10. I'm hoping to attain the resurrection of the dead. I'm doing everything I can so that I can at least, by some possibility, to obtain the resurrection of the dead. I know what I'm holding on for. I'm reaching out to hold. Then he says, I'm reaching out to hold of that which Christ Jesus has taken hold of me. Do you know why Christ took hold of you? Do you know why he aligned you, why he called you to himself? It's because there's something he wanted you to have, and he's telling you, Paul said, he pulled me, he grabbed hold of me so I could grab hold of resurrection of life. He grabbed hold of me so I can grab hold of what he wanted me to have. I know what I'm striving for. I know what I'm pressing on for. It's important. You can't pick and choose what you're pressing on for. Think about that. If you pick and choose, you're just going to pick and choose what your motivation is. Because listen, the prize ain't going to change. The prize is the prize. Resurrection from the dead, that's the prize. That's the hope. That's what we are striving for. But if you're doing all of this for some other goal, then you're going to be disappointed. Like, do I have any new memories? Has anything new? You only stuck in the past? That's all you want to do is talk about what you did and how you accomplished it? What are you doing now? Is there anything? Because nobody does anything great reaching back. Everybody that is accomplishing anything is always reaching forward. They're always reaching forward. I'm not looking back at what I did. That's over and done with, good or bad. But I'm reaching forward. Paul says, but this one thing I do, I'm forgetting what is behind, and I'm straining towards what is ahead. And he's describing a race, and we know this for those of us who know this text. He's describing a race. What racers do when they are running a race, they are striving for a goal. The end result, I'm trying to get to the finish line. I'm pressing on. I'm reaching and straining forward to try to get to that finish line. That's what he's doing. I think, Ben, did you say you were a hurdler?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and somebody else had said they was connecting with you about hurdling. That made me think about that analogy. Now, if you ever hit a hurdle?
Yes, sir.
You ever hit a hurdle? Now, if you in the 110-meter hurdles, if you hit the first 3 hurdles, you ain't gonna stop and go back and check. Oh yeah, I nicked it right there. Oh, doggone. Because no matter how many hurdles you hit, you still, no matter how far back it is set you, you still have the same goal. The goal ain't changed. I gotta get to the finish line.
Yes, sir.
Come on. And I can't unhit the hurdle.
That's right.
Come on, man. So why am I stressing about what I can't undo? We have to get focused on striving forward to what God has ahead of us. So he says, straining toward what is ahead. Verse 14, I press on toward the goal to win the prize. I press on towards the goal to win the prize. Listen, you got to want to win.
Amen.
Come on, man. You got to want to win. Ain't nothing more frustrating. I'm very competitive, and I don't care what the odds are against me and my team or whatever we're doing. If I'm going to lace them up or if I'm going to play, we playing to win. I don't care what the odds are. Okay? We playing 2-on-2 against Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Well, we playing to win. We probably will lose, but we playing to win. Don't come in here playing like you don't want to win.
That's right.
We might not score a bucket, but we playing to win. I don't care if we playing jacks, taboo, checkers, Tic-tac-toe, which I know it's hard to win because we still playing to win. Close that right there and we're going to be able to stop it. Because sometimes I think, I said this before, we get just enough Jesus to make us miserable, but not enough to give us joy. So we know just how wrong we are, and we walk and wallow in how broken we are, but we don't recognize that he has delivered us and that he has called us to a higher standard. And the only reason why we are miserable is because we won't do what we know.
Amen.
Come on. Preach.
Do you know why Cain's offering wasn't acceptable and Abel's was? Well, first of all, in the Old Testament, it says that when God encountered Cain, and Cain was mad that his offering was accepted. And you know what God told him? God said, dude, why are you mad? Remember you say that, kids? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And he told him, if you do what's right, I'll accept it. What you know to do. If you do, come on, Cain, you know what you were supposed to do. You didn't do it. If you do what you were supposed to do, then you know I would have accepted your offering, but you didn't do it. And somebody said, well, what'd he do? What'd he do? What'd he do? Well, the Hebrew writer, you got to go to the New Testament, they give us a little bit more insight. And he said it was because Abel gave in faith and Cain didn't.
Right there. Amen.
He knew in advance he was supposed to give in faith, but he didn't give in faith, and now he has to suffer the consequences of it. So the reason that he didn't get the blessing from God is because he didn't do what he knew he was supposed to do. So why be mad when you knew better?
Amen.
Amen. Come on.
So we know better. Come on, man. We know better. It's time. Let's honor God with what we know to do.